I'm not muted anymore. I'm not muted anymore. Now I'm hearing two of myself. Hold on. I shouldn't be hearing two of myself. Okay, I fixed that. I fixed that. Now what I need to do is I think we're fine right now. Hey everybody. Wow, this is a siren. I can close the window if I need to, but I'm leaving it open for now. Hello. M is here. Mark French, Holistic. U-Rock, NAH, Olivia Parmalee, Howie M, Rick D, Tommy Zieneman, Barbara Crossley, Holistic, Gunny's Adventures, 207 Genfa, Lauren in Detroit, Aaron McCune, thanks for being a member. Rick Hoppy is here. Where's I need my lip balm. I got it. Rob Zilla is here. Mary Sue. I can actually put this right here. Aro.mafia, this chat is for the Lookner channel. It is not the Agenda Free TV suggestion box. If you have things related to Agenda Free TV or my news stuff, that does not go in this chat. That goes to that goes to my Twitter account, @Lookner. Thank you for understanding. Gayla Stanford is here. Crafty Nikki is here. Thank you, Sarah and K-Body and Raven Riley for modding. Thank you. Over on Twitch, Cool Steve is here. Annie Cush, Cats Go Nuts, Alper420, Dizzy Dale, Factory Rejects, Chris Lopez. Yeah, I'll answer some channels in a couple minutes. I'll answer some questions in a couple of minutes. Nikki Kennedy. Luke Elliott. I've been meaning to do an update stream. Texas Snack Pack. Pamela Smith, Gordon Gott. Thank you, Beezy, for moderating. Van Gambler. Yeah, this is a nice Airbnb. I like it a lot. It's great. Don Skaggs is getting timed out because Don is putting things in the chat that have nothing to do with this channel. This is not a new... You must have this channel confused with Agenda Free TV. This is a different channel than that. Thank you, Don, for understanding. TT Happy Rock is here in Oregon. Terry D24 is here. Sammy Jane Casper. Isabel Galvin. Cynthia Masters. Raid Edit. Janice. Manny Quintero. Jeffrey Snowman. Hello, Jeffrey. Ryan the Gamer. Darren Markley. Marie Goodson. P-Dub. Jobber. Ash MJ. The Moom is here. Dexter M. Lou Ann. Captain Kurt W9. Yes, this is an Airbnb I am staying at. Andrea Gilman is here. Erica Cully, I'm glad your daughter is enjoying watching. Pops1 is here. Erin Weirdo is here. Erin says her town has 200 Airbnbs for 5,000 people. Is it like a tourist attraction? Jay Busy Brown is here. Jen Haneke, thanks for being a member. I love my air fryer is here. Very good food here, Dexter M. Very good food. I Love Reading is here. Keith Passach is here. Danny G. P-Dub. Thanks everybody for coming by the stream. Nelson Blagio Jr. Rockin' Desert Rose. R.S. Pat. Lori from Boston. Mex Roan Ranger. You might have to ask your questions again because I don't want to answer them until everybody gets here. Work 3D, Mad Dog, Minnie. Hello. Keith says, sounds like... Oh, Pash. I thought it was P-A-S-A-C-H. Sorry. NYY7. Emily Brooke. Trouble with the Trees. Javaris. Frank Benlin. Yeah, the cable cars today was very fun. Pops1. Cable Bus. Cablebus. Pretty Straz is here. I don't think we've actually done one of these just kind of update streams since I've been here. So why not do one? Sound seems to be all right. Yes. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. I've been using a different microphone this trip. I bought I forget what it's called, Rode NT Mini or something. But I've been using this during the trip and it seems to be working well. Oh, Javaris is replacing the pump or whatever, the piston, Javaris, on your chair. Nice. All right, let me just fix this a little bit here. I want to be able to relax a little bit. Okay. Joe Hart is here. Luann says, sounds perfect. All right, so I'm here in the Airbnb. Isabel Galvin is here. Ex-Monarch is here. I'm here in the Airbnb. It's been really fun in Mexico City. I'm here for a little while longer. I liked it so much I extended the trip a little bit. Hey, MG Monkey, how are you? Nikki M is here. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. There's more rooms than this. Actually, I mean, I think probably the other rooms look better than this. It's a nice place. I really like this place. And for my needs, it's great because it's got a really nice work area and good internet. I don't think I'm going to do a tour tonight. It's not really practical for me to do a tour when I'm doing the stream at my desk. I don't know if I'll do a tour of this Airbnb. I have to switch Airbnbs tomorrow because somebody's coming in here tomorrow and I want it to stay longer. So I'm switching for a short time to another Airbnb, it's not that big of a switch. I mean, it's not that far away, but it's just someone had this booked. Yes, I will be home for Christmas. I just figured I'm here. Kind of the difficult thing is getting here. Once you're here, it's not as hard to stay. So, no, I've not seen any drones down here. Hey, Softsational, we don't talk about the news down here. Trying to relax, trying to have a good time, and if somebody's like, hey, are you covering this? It kind of kills the vibe. So please, keep the chat is not, this is the Lookner channel chat, not the agenda-free TV suggestion box. Any kind of agenda-free TV questions, send them over to my X account. That's where to reach me for that. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Softsational apologize too. Apology accepted. Also, I don't cover, if I covered every shooting in the United States where several people got shot, I would be on the air like 365 days a year covering shootings. I don't cover every shooting. David Smith, I've gone to a couple houses for dinner. It's been great. I don't know if we'll get to all that tonight. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I've been doing on the trip. So I don't know if I'll get to talk about all of it, but I'll talk about a little of it. Then we can talk about more of it later. Will we do a New Year's Eve stream? I mean, I think we might do something. We'll probably do a little something on Christmas Eve, I know. I mean, that's a little closer. I got to figure it out when I get back, but I'm pretty sure we'll do something for Christmas Eve. Thanks RS Pat for being a member and X Monarch for being a member. The Airbnb is great. The bed is comfortable. The pillows are comfortable. I don't have a problem with anything. The host is very responsive and nice. He's been great. The internet's been really good. Really like the location. I think the internet here is around 250 down and up, which is really good. So that's been good. If you missed it, what I gotta do? I gotta do this thing where. Hang on one second here. Let me bring my channel up. Now, what I need to do is. How am I doing this? Hold on. Give me a moment. I'm going to disappear for a second. What's the best way to do this? All right, you can still hear me, right? Even though I'm not here? You can hear me. I'll do this way. I'm doing this very quickly. What? Why is that true? Hang on. I should be able to show you guys stuff. Now, why are you not seeing that? What is happening here? Why is that happening? This thing is behaving kind of weirdly. I want to show you some stuff. And I got to get this to work. And why is it not cooperating with me? Why is it not cooperating with me? Should be detecting something here. It's not detecting what it should be detecting. Let me try something. I'm going to try something. Give me a second. All right, it's going to look like agenda-free TV in a second. I know it looks like agenda-free TV and it looks all weird. Give me a second, though. That's not what I care about. Is this going to work? Yeah, why can't you see that? I know it looks like, oh, there it is. Okay, all right, that's something. That's what I wanted. Don't worry about the other stuff. All right, now let's see if I can do this. Okay, now I know I'm not there. Why is it doing that? Where is it? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so there's my channel. All right, we're almost there. And then what I'm going to do is do this. Well, I gotta deal with this after. Where's my camera? I'll fix this in a second. Whoa, what happened there? Oh, why is it getting all weird? That's so strange. Just trying to fix everything here. Okay, it says, what if I do that? That's not going to work, obviously. Everything's behaving so strangely. Sorry for the technical difficulties. This shouldn't be so hard. I don't even know what's happening. Oh, hold on. I have no idea why it's doing that. Everything's acting really weird. Now this is okay. That's fine. Why is it getting all crazy like this? Yeah, I think basically after this broadcast, I need to like go back. I haven't done a Lookner stream like this on this setup, and I need to fix some things for this setup. So it's really weird that how it's behaving. I mean, you can see that. That's good. You can see the web. That's great. Although I don't know why it's like that. What is happening here? It's so weird. Oh, I see. Okay, fine. I figured out. All right, that's better. That's better there. All right, fine. That works. That works there. All right, so that's that. The only thing I need to fix is the camera. And I don't know why it's behaving like this. Because it was fine on the other place. Oh, I have an idea. I have an idea. Hold on. 1 minute. 1 moment. Same thing. All right. See, I'm better there, but then when I do this, then I can't show you. For some reason, it's so strange. I either can't show you the the web, or I'm all messed up, which makes no sense. It shouldn't. That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. Let me try one more thing here. I bet if like I restart it, everything will be better, but I don't really want to do that. I know that looks crazy. Don't worry about that. It should be working. should be working. Wow, that's really weird. I might have to like, no, it's not. It's not. I'm sorry about that. It's like one of these things where, like, if I knew it was going to do this before the stream, I would have just fixed it before the stream. I never in a million years would think it's acting like this, and I'm sure I can fix it after the stream, but I don't want to end the stream. So what I might do is, if I want to show you stuff from the web, I got to do it like a different way. I'll show you some stuff from the web. It's just you might have to put up with me looking kind of weird. It makes absolutely no sense. It really does, but. Right now. Oh, I did it. I fixed it. Somehow it got fixed. Yes. Oh my gosh. It's a true miracle. It's a true Lookner channel miracle. I am so sorry that took so long. It is now fixed. Okay. Now, so thanks for your patience. Okay, so what I was going to say is today I did this stream riding the cable bus in Mexico City. So that was super fun. Can you see it? It was really fun. I'm turning the audio off, but it was so fun. Man, that thing is incredible. It's a part of the metro system. It's public transportation in Mexico City, and you can ride it. And it costs 7 pesos, which is 35 cents US. And I rode it for an hour and a half. And it was just incredible. It helps people like who work in Mexico City get to work and not have to deal with traffic. It was just incredible. Anyways, if you missed that, I'll post a link in the chat to it. But if you missed it, oops. Hang on a second here. Everything's messing up. Oh, I know what happened. If you missed it, I'm going to post a link in the chat, and you can watch it. But it was really fun. It was such a fun thing. Why is this going like this? I think I just posted the right link. Yeah. Oh, see, you know what it is? This whole thing isn't working either. Okay. Anyways, that was wow. Oh, I've taken the metro a number of times, but this was the first time I took the cable bus, the cable bus. It's 45 minutes each way. So feel free to watch that stream if you want. Look at this. It goes over that hill. It's incredible, the people living like right there. All of a sudden they have all the they have all the cable cars passing them overhead. And they're a lot closer. They have a lot easier access to Mexico City. The people live up on the hill there. It's amazing. I would have loved to have walked around that area, but it's not like it's not really like a tourist friendly area from what I understand. So I wasn't getting off the subway there, off the cable bus there, but it would probably be really interesting. Let me forward it for a second. Look at this when you go over the hill there. Wow, crazy, crazy. All right, so that was really fun. I did that today. That was awesome. That was awesome. You can go watch that if you want. Hey, did Polly stop by? Hey, thanks Lisa Boyette for watching it. Yeah, the city is enormous. It's absolutely enormous. It was 45 minutes each way. I think the stream was an hour and a half long. The climate control, actually, it was pretty pleasant, Polly. They have like openings where air comes in. They have like slats in them where air comes in. So I didn't feel too hot or too cold. Felt great. It's a good temperature in there. Kind of actually hear the wind blowing when you're in there. Oh, thanks to Spirit of Morning gave 10 memberships. That's nice of you, Spirit of Morning. Thank you. Thanks also to our new member, Misunderstood. Misunderstood. Hang on one second here. What's going on here? They call me Taj. The cars fit about 10 people, those cable cars. But some of the time there weren't 10 people. Some of the time there were just a couple people in there. Okay, so I wanted to mention that. Do the cars shake? No. It's really fun. Am I moving to Mexico? No, I'm just visiting. Those cable buses just opened a couple years ago. All right, so that happened. Okay, the next thing I want to update you guys on is, hey, my Florida is here. I think Metro Mexico City. Hold on, sorry, I had the scanner on. I think Mexico metro population is like 20 million. Oh, it's. According to Google, the city has 9 million and the metro area has 22 million. The city has 9 million. It's bigger than New York. More people than New York. And also, I don't know what they count as city, but I think it's the metro area has 22 million people. Just goes on and on. Yeah, I mean, like when it's crazy when just look at the video I did. Look at the views. Look at what you see. It just goes on and on and on. I did some where I just shot out the side and. See if I can find you a side view. Yeah, it's just like, it just goes and goes and goes. That was a really cool view. Yeah, look at this. I mean, it just goes. There's some better views in there to give you a sense of that, but it's really pretty wild. Okay, so the next update I wanted to give you is, am I on vacation? I mean, I don't know if that's the right word for it. I'm working just as much. I think I'm working just as much as I would be if I weren't here. I have my setup here. There's probably only been one, maybe two. I think maybe one event I didn't cover while I was here that I would have covered at home. And I'm doing other videos about being here. So I don't know if I'd call it a vacation. I'm not on the beach all day, every day. I'm away from home. I am going around a new city and really enjoying getting to know the city. But so I really enjoy it. But I didn't say I'm not working. On Danny G says you're on location. Yeah, working vacation? It's also very, I mean, I think it helps me. I really like getting to know new parts of the world, but I also think it'll help me in the future on Agenda Free TV because I feel like I have a little bit of a better understanding of the area. I'll be here a little while longer. Herman says an educational trip. I think that's in part a good description of it. But I mean, I was going to do the cable cars yesterday, and right before I went to do it, I was getting ready to leave, and then that thing in Madison happened, and I just covered it. Twitty Dude is here, and Diana Benitez is here, and Jess is here, and Holistic is here. Jimmy says I should open a Mexico City bureau for AFTV. Dillamond, I'm glad you're enjoying the streams. Pink Volo is here too. You know, I can, with the setup I have, I can bring my work with me. Hey, I want to update you about, I'll answer some more questions shortly, but I want to update you about something else. So if you guys remember, I did a stream, I've done one stream where I walk around with my gimbal because I was really kind of self-conscious about doing it here, and people don't really do that here, and finally I was like, I'll try it. I mean, it does look a lot better. The stream looks a lot better when I'm shooting it horizontally and I have the gimbal on. This was this one. I mean, it just looks much better. But, you know, it like calls attention to you and stuff. That's me with the gimbal. That's live walking in Mexico City stream. I'll put the link to that in the chat if you didn't see it. But anyways, those of you who saw that stream, if you remember, after about an hour or so, and I said during the stream, I said I'm not gonna record people. I'm gonna just record, show you what the street looks like and show you the trees, but I'm not gonna stick the camera in people's face and all that. I want to be really low key. But at the end of the stream, well, kind of not the end, but a woman came up to me and asked what I was doing. A woman from Mexico City. And we talked in Spanish on the air, and you can see that on the broadcast. But basically, I mean, she wanted to know what I was doing, and I told her about the channel and stuff, and she said, like, that you need like people's permission if you're going to show the people. And I said, oh no, I said no. As I told my viewers, I'm not showing people. I told her, I said, I have this, I told her I have this personal channel, and a lot of people haven't been to Mexico City. They don't know anything about it. And some people are scared of it. And I'm showing people how nice it is. And then ultimately I said to her, I said, should I just not be doing this? And she said, no, do it. She said, do it. But anyways, you can watch the stream and see our interaction. Well, you see me and you hear us. But when I was talking to her, she told me that she had a juice place during the stream. I said, oh, do you have like a restaurant here? She said, yeah, I have a juice place. So I went back 2 days later. Yesterday, I went to Lulu's juice place. And it was fantastic. And I sat and I drank juice and I talked to Lulu for a little while in Spanish. And it was wonderful. And I have a picture I can show you if I can pull it up here. It was really good, the juice. She's had this juice place for over 20 years. It's really fun. Let me see if I can get this on the screen here. Is this going to work? Why is this acting weird? Oh, I see. Okay, this is what the juice looked like. So there's the juice. I asked her, yeah, Rancid says, sounds like you made a friend. Yeah, she was super nice. So I asked her, like, what should I get? And she, like, said, oh, I suggest this mix of, like, 6 different things. With, like, guava and orange and I think some ginger. And it was really good. She basically just takes all the fruit and she puts it in the juicer by hand. And she juices it out for you by hand. And then she mixes it. It was incredible. And I have a picture with her too. Hold on. I could have had like 4 of them. All right, hold on. Here's a picture of what it looks like at the stand. See? She's got different fruits and stuff. It was really good. And then here's the picture with Lulu. She was lovely. There she is. There's Lulu. I told her, I said, I'm going to shout out your place because I liked it so much. I'm going to show you where the place is. I also told her I'd send her a link to the video after. I just noticed she had Dodger hats. Although maybe, that might be the place next door selling those hats. There's a place next door. But she's awesome. She grew up I don't know if she was born in the neighborhood, but she's been in that neighborhood for a long time, and she's had that place over 20 years. I think she looks a little smaller than she is because I'm closer to the camera. I'm holding the camera, so I look bigger. She's not as small as it looks in the camera. Yeah, she's great. And I sat and had a chat with her while she made the juice and while I was drinking the juice. It was really, really fun. And that was the lady who came up to me when I was doing my stream. She's strong too because she does that juicing. She has to. It's like manually squish the fruits. Of course I tipped. Did I tip? The juice place is called, I think it's like Hugo Lulu. Oh, I left them a review too. I found, yeah, here it is. Why won't it just come up here? Hang on. Just hang on 1 second. It's annoying. Yeah, I'm going to send you a link to it. Hugos and Hugos and Liquados Lulu is the name of it. Hugos and Liquados Lulu. Here, look, I'm showing you right now. What? Why is it not doing this the right way? Oh, I know. Okay, look. See, it says Hugos and Liquados Lulu. I left her a review. I feel like I think maybe like a lot of people who live here don't leave reviews on Google. Maybe they're leaving them on Facebook or something. I just left one on Google because that's where I leave my reviews. But that's what the place looks like right there. I'm going to send you a link. I'll post a link in the chat to this place. Is this going to work? Share. There it is. Copy link. Link to Lulu's juice place. If you ever go to Mexico City, she's lovely and the juice is awesome. And I'm not just saying that. Like, if I didn't like the juice, I just wouldn't talk about it on the air. I posted a review. See, that's my picture right there. Steve L. See, that's me. The juice here is awesome, and Lulu is so nice. I got a mix she recommended. It had guava and orange and a bunch of other things I could have drank for. Fun place and great juice. All right. Anyways, check it out. Are tips common here? So yes, in some places they are. The kind of like I looked it up. I looked up tipping a bunch of places, and for where I am, they said like a lot of restaurants. It's like it just depends on where you're going, but like a restaurant would be like 10 or 15%. Food stands, no, but you can give them some. I mean, basically what I did is just for any place I would go, I would just look it up and see what the internet tells me. Wow, hey, Carlos Rosa, that is extremely generous of you. Carlos just made a very generous donation. That is so nice of you, Carlos. Thank you, Carlos Rosa. Wow. That's really kind of you. Thanks also, Dodger Blue, for your support, for the donation. And our members Byron Stoll and Pink Volo. Very nice of you. Also, Ma Florida gave out a community sub. Thanks for the gift sub, Ma Florida, on Twitch. Dancing in the Sand is there on Twitch. Woogo is there over on Twitch. Polly is a member too. Thanks for being a member, Polly. Anyways, if anyone's watching this in the future and is in Mexico City, go check out Lulu's Juice. She's awesome. How much did the drink cost? The drink was 40 pesos, which is $2 US, which obviously it would cost a bunch more than that in the US. I mean, things just tend to be, for an American, things tend to be cheaper here. You know, for somebody who's from here, it's probably more expensive. But it's awesome. If I didn't have like my diet, I would just drink a bunch of them all. I would have had more than one. I just have to really be careful with sugar stuff. It was really good though. Polly, so generous of Polly. Polly just gave 50 of you memberships. Polly just gave 50 of you memberships. Wow. Polly, that is very nice of you. Please thank Polly. There should be 50 thank yous because he just gave 50 of you memberships. So make sure you thank Polly. That's very kind of you, Polly. I appreciate it. Thanks, Polly. Good to see you, Polly. Are the Airbnbs cheaper? I mean, they're not that cheap. You can go look it up on Airbnb. You can look it up. Thanks to all of our mods, too. Look at all those new members. Thanks, Polly. Sarah's modding on Twitch right now. Kay is moderating in BZ on YouTube. All right, maybe I'll answer some questions. Maybe I'll answer some questions from people. Oh, somebody said, how's the weather? It's fantastic. Every day it's been sunny. Every day it gets to like the mid 70s Fahrenheit. And it probably goes down to about 50 at night, like at the low. And like I was out a little earlier tonight and it was like 60 degrees or something. The weather is fantastic. And I'm not gonna be able to handle it when I go back to Boston, the cold. But I am glad I'm missing some of the cold winter. I didn't get anywhere warm at all last winter. So I'm quite happy about the fact that every day I'm here is one less day of terrible cold winter I have to put up with. I certainly understand why people leave for winter. But it's been great. It's been great. The weather is fantastic. Have I tried chicken mole? Yes, I've tried mole sauce a couple different times. I like it. It's a little sweet. I mean, a lot of mole is sweet, and I don't have that much sweet these days, but I have liked it. Oh, yes. Maybe I can talk about this more on a different stream because there's more to talk about. But I was lucky and privileged enough to get to go to 2 different families' houses. I went to the house there's a family here where they all watch the channel. Veronica, who you might have seen in the stream I did from the Zocalo, she was on for a little bit. Veronica and her parents, Sergio and Gloria, they actually watch the channel. And they really nicely asked if I wanted to come for dinner. And that was awesome. That was super fun. They made dinner, and I got to see where they live. And they let me practice my Spanish. It was great. And then I also got to go to a different family's house, which was when I came, I asked my Airbnb host if he knew somebody I could use as a guide for like a day. I just wanted to go to a couple places maybe I wouldn't normally go by myself, and he hooked me up with a woman and her mother who were awesome people, and we got along real well. And they took me around one day. I paid them, of course, and then they asked me to go to dinner at their house where other people live at the house with them, their family members. And I went there and it was so fun. Again, they cooked, and I got to see where they live, which was super interesting, and practice my Spanish and meet a bunch of the family. And so those were 2 really awesome experiences. I was really lucky to be able to go to both of those. Really great. Really, really great. And, you don't really know what the houses are like on the inside. You walk by on the outside here. A lot of them have walls or gates or whatever, and it's really cool to see it and to get just to meet the families and talk to them, and it was really, really cool. But one of them, we had mole at the second one. They drove me. One of them, no, one of them picked me up. They insisted on driving. The other one, I took the metro there and took an Uber back. Oh, thanks so much to Evie1973. Evie says, be careful with repeating mainstream media propaganda, especially about President Trump, because you're spreading fake news. That's what Evie posted in this chat as the donation comment? What? Evie? Really? I mean, I appreciate the donation, but I don't really understand the comment. I'm not. I have pictures when I went to the houses, but I don't want to show them because I didn't get permission from the people to show the pictures. So I'm not going to show them in the pictures. Oh, she said I will be a target for spreading fake news. It didn't. The whole thing didn't show up on my screen. Her comment was, be careful with repeating mainstream media propaganda, especially about President Trump, because you will be a target for spreading fake news. Well, anyways, I mean, it's still a little off topic for this channel. So I do appreciate it, Evie. But this is the non-news channel. But thank you, Evie, for your support. That's very nice of you. No, I just don't want to show pictures of people when I haven't asked them about it beforehand. So that's all. The pictures I took with the families, you know. Hey, thanks, Eamon O'Leary, for being a member. Sarah Whittick Smith is here. Hello. All right, give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to do another stream at some point where I have pictures of all the food I've been eating and everything. We're not going to do all that tonight, but we'll do more on this channel where I go over some of the stuff I've been doing and the food I've been eating. I want to talk a lot about the food. Eamon says, I think good mole is not too sweet, smoky, and spicy. Yeah, I do like it. Thanks, Eamon. That's nice of you. Thanks also, Evie1973 again, who says, sorry, I was looking out for you. Hope you are enjoying your vacation. I heard a boom. I heard a boom. Where was that from? Is that some old thing on this channel? You have to refresh my memory. Thank you, Evie and Eamon O'Leary. So nice of you. Someone had asked, Cynthia said, I'm glad you could connect with the locals. Yeah, that's really been some of my favorite things in the trip, is being to be able to connect with local people. And that might be the most important thing about learning the language, is you can connect with more people. Cold Heart, thanks for being here. You know what? I do have to get a postcard. I haven't gotten one yet. I got to remind I was thinking about it a couple of days ago. Thanks for reminding me. I haven't done it yet. So I got to go do that. Got to write myself a note. I mean, they call me Taj. The trips I've taken last couple of years, I've done some content. So, I mean, I just don't do it as like, I'm not a full time travel content creator, but I like, posting some streams and posting some stuff when I travel. It's fun to share it. Oh, somebody had asked, where else do you want to go? So I want to go other places where I can practice my Spanish. Um, One obvious place that I had thought of going like last year and I never got to was Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is part of the U.S., and I really would like to actually visit and see what it's like and not know nothing about it. So it's possible that I would go there next. And again, I bring my setup with me so I can still cover stuff on Agenda Free TV. I mean, we've done a lot of Agenda Free TV streams the last couple of weeks since I've been here. Yeah, I've been learning Spanish since March. It is different. Diana says Puerto Rico Spanish is harder. It's different. It's different. But, you know, do my best, watch some videos. I won't be fluent in it. I mean, it's hard for me, it's hard. I'm at a pretty basic level of Spanish. It's hard to understand what native speakers are saying when they're talking at normal speed. But I can, first and foremost, I can say things to people and they can understand what I'm saying to them. So that's good. And then I can understand basic things that people say to me. I mean, I went to a restaurant today and I talked to the waitress in Spanish. There were a couple times I didn't initially understand what she said, and I asked if she could repeat herself, and then I understood. But I was able to go and have a basic conversation. So that's good. I want to practice more though. What do you think about safety when walking on the streets of Mexico City? I think it's like a bunch of big cities around the world. I mean, I could compare it to, I'm not an expert on Mexico City, but I mean, there's a lot of big cities in the US where I might go some places during the day and then not go other places at all, or at night avoid other places walking around alone. So, you know, the areas I've been in, I've felt comfortable, but I also don't seek out areas that have been suggested I don't go to, or, just I don't go to areas that are like deserted. Thanks, Leonette. I appreciate that, Leonette. Thank you so much. Wow, Van Dan has been so supportive. Van Dan says, I return to the work in the morning. Oh, your flu is better. Looks like I'll have a couple new videos to watch tomorrow. I love when you take trips. You're our boots on the ground showing and recommending places. Hey, Van Dan, that is so kind of you. You've been so generous. Van Dan has been so generous during this trip. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, Van Dan, that's so nice of you. Vanden, I said before, I'm going to do another stream where I talk more specifically about some of the food I've had. Hopefully you can be there live for that one, because you made some donations for the food. I have a lot of food pictures, guys. We have a lot of food to talk about. Thank you, Vanden. That's really kind of you. And again, Leonette, thank you, Leonette. The city in a number of ways, it reminds me in some ways of New York. It reminds me of some ways of LA. There's a bunch, a lot of different neighborhoods, a lot of people, a lot of things to do, a lot of places to eat. It's got like a vibrancy to it, As people go out late, not everybody, but some, and it's, traffic and it's a little gritty. I don't mind that though. It's really interesting. It's really interesting. It reminds me of when I used to live in NYC. And you walk around a lot here, You walk and you take public transportation. The zoo, I probably won't make it to the zoo here. I have a bunch of other things I want to try to do. I just don't think I'll make it there. Lisa Boyette says Puerto Rico has so much history, a rainforest, beautiful beaches. I've looked into Airbnb in Culebra. I don't even know where Culebra is. I assume it's in Puerto Rico. I will be here for a little bit longer. I will be back. I will definitely be back before Christmas. How close is the nearest beach? We're in the middle of the country, so not too close. It's not on the coast. See a volcano. There's volcanoes around here. I didn't see them. Actually, you know what? I didn't think of this. I think maybe some of the hills we saw during our ride on the cable bus might have been volcanoes. I think I read this. I just wasn't thinking about it when we were looking around. And I didn't do the research on it. Yeah, look at this. So this is literally from Mexico City website. A cable bus line 2, which I took today, opened in August 2021. Instantly became one of the city's foremost attractions. Longest cable car line in the world. It cuts across southeastern Iztapalapa and connects on both ends with the city's metro system. This is what I was on today. Along the way, passengers marvel at the Sierra de Santa Catarina. It's a chain of extinct volcanoes that tower over once distant and barely known neighborhoods. It's funny, when I was on the cable bus today, I kept seeing these like big hills coming out of nowhere, and I was like, what are these things? And I bet it was the volcanoes. I was like, why is there that giant hill there? The public markets here have thrown their doors open to visitors all over the world. One station was even built on top of the new market, and the food couldn't be better. I mean, there's a world in which I would have done some stops. I just hadn't really done research on those places. I basically took the line the whole way. I got on here, and I took it here and then back here. But I guess maybe there's like a famous market here. It's an adventure never to be forgotten. For local people, it wasn't built to be an adventure. It was built to be a way to get people around. The eastern end of the line takes you right into the Acatitla Teotongo area, one of the fastest growing in Mexico City. Yeah, maybe if I ever come back here again, I'd love to have somebody, a local, be able to take me around some of these places because they looked real. I mean, the area in those hills looked extremely interesting. I mean, I don't think it's that wealthy, but here, I'll show you. Again, you can watch the video on this channel. Where is it here? I have to find where the right place is. Yeah, like these hills here. When you're right at those hills. I'm not showing you well enough. I'm not doing a good job of showing you. Probably a little earlier. Yeah, see, like, look, see those big things? Maybe those are volcanoes right there. I didn't realize at the time. I'm like, why are there these giant hills? So maybe those were the volcanoes. I'm trying to get you a good shot of the yeah, like right here. These areas, when you're like right way up the hill and you see these houses up there and it's really hilly, I bet it'd be really something to walk around up there. And their house is right on the top of the hill. But I wasn't going to go walk around there by myself. But it was really interesting. I did not visit Cream Puff, the ancient Aztec ruins at Teotihuacan. I don't know if I'll have time to do it this trip. Some people said I should, but I haven't gotten out there yet. Anyways, that was really cool. Nini says the colors were stunning. Aaron Weirdo says, I'm in awe every time I see Mexico City from above. Yeah, I mean, as Twix says, Mexico City is elevated anyway. But, I mean, you have hills that are higher relative to the elevation, the normal elevation. Dancing in the Sands is the most populous city in North America. Swifty was born there, says Ellie Bourne. Who is Swifty? Is Swifty somebody watching? Shonali said, did you go to any museums or galleries? I went to the Castillo de Chapultepec, which is a castle which for decades was used as like the house and office of the leader of Mexico. But which was interesting, very interesting, right in the middle of this Park Chapultepec, of the big park. And next to that is the Museum of National History, which I thought, for me, I enjoyed the castle more, but I also by the time I went to the second thing there, I was kind of worn out. Also, I was confused, and I went to the castle and I was like, oh, I guess that's it. And then I was like, oh, wait a second. I didn't even realize the National History Museum, I had missed it. I was like, oh, I guess I'm in the National History Museum at the castle. It was confusing. I'll explain that more later. But the Chapultepec Castle is really neat. I'll show you one picture from there. I'm going to have to talk about it more at length when I have more time, which I will. But I'll show you a picture from Chapultepec Castle, which I thought was really super cool, which is the second floor of Chapultepec Castle is a garden. How do I find this here? I have so many food pictures. So this is what Chapultepec Castle looks like on the second floor of the castle. Here, look. See, it's a garden. That's the second floor of the castle. It's super cool. I think they have like events up there sometimes now. Oh, thanks to David Smith. Hey, thank you, David Smith. I appreciate that. David Smith, thanks for your support. Yeah, it's really nice up there. And you actually get views at the castle. You get amazing views around the of the city from Chapultepec Castle. So, like, I took some pictures when I was up there, like this, but it's elevated. It's high up compared to the surroundings, so you can see all around the city like this. Um, so I took a bunch of pictures there, but that was a cool place. But again, it's kind of like if there were a White House that somebody lived in. If the U.S. had a separate White House, which I don't know that this is the case, but is there one building the U.S. used as like the seat of government, as the seat of the head of the government for like 60 years, which now you can go on a tour of? I don't know about that. But it stopped being used. The castle stopped being used as like the leader's residence in like, I want to say like the 1939 or so. It's like the 30s or something. I was looking up the White House. The White House was constructed in between 1792 and 1800. How about that? Israel says Chapultepec Park is much bigger than Central Park. Comprises 3 etapas. I don't know what an etapa is. I have to look that up. Stages? It's probably the wrong translation. Parts? Yeah, as Barry pointed out, Wikipedia talks about the castle, and it was worked on over a number of years. But also, what happened in I think in the 1860s, this ruler came from Europe, uh, I think from Belgium, and he made a bunch of changes in the castle. Maybe we can talk about it more at length on a different stream. Here, I can show you from Wikipedia, though. You can look it up if you want. This is Chapultepec Castle. Oops. Chapultepec Castle. It's on a hill in Mexico City's Chapultepec Park. The site of the hill was a sacred place for Aztecs, and buildings atop it have served several purposes during its history. Anyways, you can read about it, but it was a fun place to visit. It's an interesting building. It's very pretty. Again, I'm not going to show you all my pictures of it, but it's just a pretty building, just to show you as an example. As an example, what's happening here? Where is my mouse? Where is my mouse? you know, I took some pictures like that. It's really pretty building. Celtic Forest Ferry is here from Ireland. AKF says Independence Hall. Did presidents ever live in Independence Hall? That I don't know. How is the air here? I mean, there's certainly pollution in the city, and you smell it. I mean, the sky's still blue. I don't feel like it's the worst thing in the world. My guess is that it's not particularly healthy. But it's not like the sky is gray and it smells disgusting all the time. You do sense that there's pollution. But there's also areas like the park, where you don't have cars going around. And I don't know. I mean, I lived in LA for years and a bunch of that was polluted. Twix says not like Beijing. From what I understand, I mean, again, it's every day it's been blue sky. But there is pollution here, certainly. They call me Taj says the castle is a cool office. There's more rooms than this here. There's several rooms in this Airbnb. This is kind of a little bit of a boring room, but I like the other rooms a little better. But I'm not going to do a tour here because I'm on the camera here. I can't, and fairly soon, I'm going to wrap up in a little bit because I'm actually switching Airbnbs tomorrow because somebody else has this Airbnb starting tomorrow. So I'm spending a little time in a different Airbnb, not that long, but I want it to stay a little longer. So I have to pack up some of my stuff. The computer setup I'll pack up right before I leave tomorrow, but I got to pack up like my clothes and stuff. Just get ready to leave so I can get out of here tomorrow. But I have all these food pics to show you. Believe me, we have a lot of food to talk about. Sandy Poole says worked and lived in Mexico. JA&P was modding. I also want to maybe do this thing where we try on air. There's this snack. Famous snack here I like called cacahuetes japoneses or Japanese. They're Japanese peanuts, but they're not really Japanese. But it's this famous Mexican snack, and I really like them. It's like coated peanuts, but they have a bunch of different varieties of them. So I would like to do a little stream where I try the different varieties, and maybe try some others, just snacks, like from OXXO, like their 7-Eleven. Oh, it's Japanese, right? You don't pronounce the J. Japanese. No, it's cacahuetes Japanese or Japaneses. What is the name of it? Wikipedia has both cacahuete japonés and cacahuetes japoneses. Oh, because it would be plural. Wikipedia says it'd be fun to do a stream where I just try these. Japanese-style peanuts, widely known in the Spanish-speaking world as cacahuetes japoneses or mani japonés, are a type of snack food made from peanuts that are coated in wheat flour dough and then fried or roasted. They're really good. The Mexican version recipe for the extra crunchy shell has ingredients such as wheat flour, soy sauce, water, sugar, MSG, and citric acid. But maybe we'll do a stream where I try those. Also, they sell like pork rind chips or whatever, or snacks. So I thought they might be fun to try. Do a little snack stream. Thanks, Gail Standiford, for being here. Yeah, I did a members only stream on AFTV, a little one, about the Cheerios, the different kind of Cheerios they have here. What did our viewers say? Hold on. One viewer said in Spanish, did you speak with them about bringing commercials on Twitch? I don't know the Dave Welta part. Bring back commercials on Twitch? Oh. No, that's not really up to me, I don't think. Maybe I should send him a message. I don't want to get into that right now, but the answer is basically no, I haven't, and I don't think me talking to anybody would really make a difference, but maybe I'll write to them about it anyway. Thanks for mentioning it. It's I don't want to get into it that right. I've talked about it on Agenda Free TV a little bit, but maybe we'll talk about it at a different night. Lisa Boyette says, my son is 14 and I would love to begin traveling solo when he graduates. You should. If you want to go somewhere, go. Go there. Am I going to bring back hot sauces? I don't think so. I mean, the hot sauces I've had, I've just been in restaurants and a lot of them have been good, but they haven't been like things I would buy in a store. I wouldn't know what to buy. I don't usually use it that much at home anyway, but they're good. Am I going to make mole when I get home? I don't anticipate doing so, Tom. My guess would be pretty bad if I tried to make it. There's an Airbnb I'm staying in. Linda says, go before you can't. You'll regret it otherwise. Thanks, Linda, for moderating too. Hippie Minnie says, life is short. See all the things. I mean, you just buy a plane. If it's somewhere you fly to, you buy a plane ticket and you book somewhere to stay, and that's it. It's done, and you go. Desi Des is here. Oh, thanks, Desi Des. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you. Desi Des. Sam Bino says, if I had the money, I'd go anywhere I could. Yeah, I love traveling. I love seeing new places and learning about new places. Evelyn said, did you see my comment on the Cheerio vid? I saw some of the comments, but I got to go back and read the rest. So I don't know if yours was in the first batch or not. I got to go back and read the rest of them. No, nobody, Pagan Lord, nobody has recognized me here. Richie Vegas is here. Lisa mentioned the Dominican Republic. I certainly would like to go to more Spanish-speaking places. Certainly Spain. I mean, the Spanish is a little different there too. But Spain, Mr. Kitty is here. Spain, I'd like to go. Puerto Rico, and other places. I got to practice my Spanish more, though. I mean, it's not that great. It's hard, when you're somewhere. I certainly see how, if you live somewhere and you're forced to use the language, you're going to get better fast. I'm not. There have been times here where I had to use it for several hours, which was really helpful. But even when I'm here, I'm not using it all the time. But if you're somewhere and you're just speaking it, and you have to speak it, you will get better. You have to. You know what? Some situation happens and you don't know the word you need to know, and that helps you remember it. I didn't even know in Mexico City they use this word dama for woman. It's very common here. And, on the subway here, there's certain cars that are for women only, women and children only. And one day I was in the subway and I walked up to the subway line and it wasn't really marked. And there was an officer there. And then the officer saw me and he said, solo dama. I thought he said solo llama. It's probably the way they pronounce, probably something with the way it's pronounced. And I asked him, I said, pardon? And he said, solo llama. And it took me a second to realize he's saying solo dama, only women. But now I'll remember the word because I didn't know in that situation. So those things impress it in your head. Mikhail says damas and caballeros. Cynthia said she's failed Spanish twice in college. You can learn. There's a lot of resources online to help you. Mikhail says every country has its own way of Spanish. Yeah, they can be quite different. Ava Sean is here too. Samurai Conscious. Yeah, some people use Duolingo. I use Babbel for a bit. I use this chat app now, which is really helpful. Chat GPT is really useful. There's videos you can watch. There's all these resources out there if you want to learn a language. David Smith is trying to learn Norwegian. His mom's mom came here from Norway. Mikhail's from Argentina. I'll take a couple more questions and then I'm going to wrap it up in a little bit. But I promise you guys that we will do some more streams about my trip. And I have so many food pictures to show you. It's ridiculous. I have a lot of food pictures. Again, I got to start packing some stuff up here. I got to switch Airbnbs tomorrow. I'll be here a little while longer. I'm going to try to go to the Museum of Anthropology. It's supposed to be really good here. Oh, thanks to Desi Des. Hey, Desi Des, that's so nice of you. Thank you, Desi Des. This Airbnb is decorated really well. It's really nicely decorated. Have I gone to the grocery store? Numerous times. There's a grocery store about 4 or 5 blocks from me called Sumesa. It's like a chain. I will say this: the skim milk, they sell in boxes. They don't sell it in plastic, and it's not refrigerated. It comes in these boxes, like cartons, and you can refrigerate it when you get it home, and it's fine. It's like, vacuum sealed or whatever it is. But I buy the skim milk in boxes, cartons, like 1 liter cartons. But I bought basics. I bought some fruit, oranges and bananas and bagged carrots and it's a little bagged salad to have around and some tomatoes and stuff just to have it. Barbara says we have cartons too in Australia. Yes, Bambino, the dollar goes far here. Tim says because plastic not good for you. I don't know why they have it in cartons here. Maybe because they don't want to have the plastic. I don't know. West Coast Walker says most milk in other countries you don't have to refrigerate it. Dolly Mama Drama says in Canada they use bags for their milk. Very strange to me. S. Bernard, did anyone give you a hard time on your walkabout? One woman came up to talk to me, but what you can do is you can watch the end of that stream and you can see the explanation of it. And I also talked about it towards the beginning of this stream. So watch either of those and you'll get the rundown. The woman up there is holding a cat. I don't even think I looked at that picture before. It's a woman holding a cat. Oh, thank you to Ken Lance from Australia. I really appreciate that, Ken. Thank you. So nice of you. Ken Lance. BZ says we have Parmalat box milk here in the U.S. I'll have to research the milk in boxes. Without being refrigerated. Just room temperature boxes. Arizona Republic has an article. Those sold in single-serve boxes and grocery shelves are ultra-high temperature pasteurized. One of our viewers said this too. UHT milk. This process allows milk to last for several months in sterilized packages outside the refrigerator. That's according to Arizona Republic. Google AI says milk sold in boxes that doesn't need to be refrigerated is shelf-stable milk, which is made using a process called ultra-high temperature pasteurization, UHT. It can last on the shelf for 6 to 9 months, but once opened, it needs to be refrigerated and consumed within about 7 days. There you go. They call me Tosh, said they had them at Trader Joe's, just milk in a box on a shelf. Pat W says shelf-stable milk. West Coast Walker claims that eggs don't have to be refrigerated if they're not washed. I know nothing about that. I don't know anything about it, so look it up. Oh, thank you, David L. I'll be here a little longer. I will be back before Christmas, definitely. Not that much longer, just a little bit. Thank you, David L. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. All right, so I promise you guys we will have more in the future where I show you the food pictures and talk about the food in Mexico City. I have a bunch of pictures to show you and some experiences to talk about, but I wasn't going to try to fit it all on this broadcast. But we'll talk about it more, even if we have to do it after I get back. Yeah, I've been running around a lot today. In the last few days, actually, had a lot of sun and stuff, and been between work, between agenda free TV and running around. It's been pretty busy. All right, hey, Dashib is here. All right, I'm going to start wrapping this up, but I really appreciate you guys being here. Really nice of you to come by this stream. If you missed it, watch the stream I did earlier today of the cable bus. Cablebus. More streams to come. I think the next Airbnb is like in a big building, like a high rise or something. So we'll see how that is. It's supposed to have decent internet. So the first thing I do when I move in is I'll do my computer setup and make sure that's working for agenda free TV. Hey, thanks, Muti. So again, I really appreciate you guys watching this and watching the videos. Oh, thanks, Rivertown Creations. Oh, I thanked Rivertown Creations yesterday for subscribing. That was a different thing. Hold on a second here. We should shout out our mods. Let's shout out our mods. Thank you, moderator. Yeah, postcard. Remind me in a day. Thanks to our mods. Sarah was modding here. Thanks, Sarah. Linda Belk and Kay. Who else was modding? Raven, Riley, BZ, JA, and P. Thanks to all of our moderators. Thanks to you guys for watching. Thanks to watching the streams and the videos from Mexico City. Yeah, we'll definitely be talking more about Trip. I mean, it's a super cool city. It's really great. It's really, really great. But I wasn't going to try to sum up everything tonight. Just wanted to kind of come on and say hi and talk to people. Thanks for being here, Tina Marie and CAC 813, Auric 3D, Tommy Zinnerman. Thanks to everybody who donated. Wow, super nice of you. Van Dan and Polly and Dodger Blue, Carlos Rosa. So nice of you. Evie, Eamon O'Leary, Leonette, David Smith, Desi D, Ken Lance, David L. All of our members and our new members. Thank you. So nice of you. Do you need to know Spanish to get around the city? No. It can help in some ways. Remember, you can have your Google Maps. You can have your Translate app if you want to use it. Rick D, thanks for being here. Wickedest Witch, Sam Bino, William Cromer, Muti, Suzanne Bruce, Gordon Gott, Dripley Beats, NYY7, Crazy M. I don't know that I'm going to make the pyramids, the Aztec pyramids on this trip. We'll see. Israel Morales likes the street food. I've had some street food here. I had these incredible quesadillas 2 days ago from a stand on the street, but I got to talk about that on a future stream. Those were really, really great. One of the best things I had here. Just a stand. Thanks Diana Benitez Barry. Kurt. S. Bernard. Drippy Beats, Pat W. Evelyn in Maine. Thank you. Paul Ham, thanks for being here. They call me Taj. The Demon Dog. Demon Dog, I have not seen any drones here. Questella, Coffeeologist. I do anticipate doing some sort of stream on Christmas Eve, if anybody's around. Be like, you know, it's in a week. It's in a week, guys. Christmas Eve is in a week. Mario says food stream. We'll have to do a stream where we just talk about the food. What Arm Thingham, thanks for being here. Rachel Rohr, thanks for being here. If you make it to the Pyramids live stream, and I don't think I'm going to make it there, but maybe I'd try if I were there. Aaron McEwen, thanks for being here. I see people with like Christmas lights up here and stuff, but it's like being in LA. It's all 70 degrees and sunny, so you're not feeling like super Christmas season. I haven't had any Tres Leches cake or Dulce cake yet. I gotta try some more. I gotta try some desserts. Oh, Sandy says you can't climb the pyramids anymore, but still incredible. I think I heard you weren't allowed to climb those pyramids anymore. I think. All right. Again, thanks so much, Adam Galaxy. Thanks for being here. Thanks so much, guys, for joining. I really appreciate you coming to the stream, and thanks for chatting and asking questions and having a chat. It was fun. And if you haven't seen them, I've posted a bunch of vids from here, like the cable bus video from today. Check it out. Worm says I've been here for 2 months, which is just a huge exaggeration. Crazy Mother says I've stood atop of Chichen Itza. No, I'm not near the border. I should have shown a map before, but Mexico City is not near the border. Here, look, just so you can see on Google Maps. Real quick, guys, Google Maps, real quick. Mexico City is there. See, it's in the middle. It's not on the coast, it's not on the border. Tina Marie, thanks for being here. 1234 GTYS. Glad you liked the cable bus. West Coast Walker. Yeah, I don't miss the Boston weather. DM, thank you. All right, guys. Thank you so much. This has been fun. Mark Zeilhammer, thanks for being here. Pretty Sraz. Thanks, everybody. Good talking to you. Good seeing you. More from Mexico City soon. Oh, thanks again, Spirit of Mourning, for the gift memberships, too. I thanked Spirit of Mourning earlier. All right, guys. Great seeing you guys. Thanks for coming by. Thanks to our mods. And more streams. I need to know how to shut this off. I'm not used to doing it on the system. How do I even do this here? Oh, I think I got it. All right. More streams coming up soon. Thanks, and we'll see you soon from Mexico City.